Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showing you guys how to make a super delicious meatball and onion gravy. To get started, here are the ingredients I will be using. Here I have my ground beef already seasoned ahead of time, and I'll be using some beef broth. I also have some bell peppers, onions, garlic, ginger, green onions. I have thyme, one habanero pepper, some flour, butter. uh, I'll be using brown sugar, complete seasoning, black pepper, chicken bouillon, all-purpose seasoning, tomato sauce, and some brown stew seasoning. So here's how I season my ground beef. I have about 2 to 2.5 pounds of ground beef here, and I used 1 egg, some fresh green seasoning. I'll leave the link to this in the description box. I used meat seasoning, complete seasoning, chicken bouillon, black pepper, and some all-purpose seasoning. Add all of the ingredients to the ground beef and get in there with clean hands and mix until it's well combined. Now if you notice, I have not added any garlic and onion powder here as I would usually do, because my green seasoning has fresh garlic and onions in there. So I didn't want to overpower the meat with any added garlic and onion. But if you do not have green seasoning, you can add your garlic and onion powder along with the rest of the ingredients. Now if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, I want you to consider hitting that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell so you'd be notified every time I upload videos. And guys, please don't forget to like, share, and comment on the video. It helps my channel out a lot. Next, we'll go ahead and form our meatballs into the size you desire. I like to make mine big and chunky for this recipe because it's more of a complete meal and not just an appetizer. One of these is actually filling, but my greedy self, I always take two. So I'll go ahead and form these, and then I'll move on to the next step. Once you're done, we'll go ahead and start searing off our meatballs. We want to get a nice color on them, so that's what we'll start doing. Here in my preheated pan, I did add about 2 tablespoons of oil, and now we'll add the meatballs. We want to get a nice golden brown color on them, so we'll brown them, and what we'll do is make sure we're rotating them so that they become nice and brown on all sides. Once the meatball is seared on all sides, we'll go ahead and remove them, and we'll continue with the same process until we're all done. Now let's make our gravy by adding some oil. Then we'll add our onions, bell peppers, garlic, ginger. We'll also add our thyme and habanero pepper. We'll let them all go for about 3 minutes, allowing them to caramelize and become nice and fragrant. Next, we'll make space in the middle of our vegetables, moving them to the side. Then we'll add our butter, allowing it to melt. Once the butter melts, we'll add our flour and we will mix the combine. We'll let the flour cook for about 2 minutes, cooking away that rawness because nobody likes that raw taste in their gravy. So we'll cook that and then we will move on to the next step. Once the flour is cooked through, we'll now go ahead and add our beef broth. You can also use chicken broth if you like, or vegetable broth. Then we will add our tomato sauce and our brown stew seasoning. If you don't have brown stew seasoning, you can add any brown sauce like soy sauce, browning, Chinese sauce, whatever you prefer. You just adding that to get that nice color in there. Then we will add our seasonings to add flavor and taste. I like to add a little bit of brown sugar just to balance everything out. But if you don't want the sugar, you can just leave that out. Then we'll go ahead and let this come up to a nice boil or simmer. Once the gravy comes up to a nice simmer, what we'll do next is add our meatballs in here. We'll make sure that they're well coated with the gravy, and then we'll sit our lid on and let them cook on medium to low heat for about 30 minutes. We want those meatballs to cook all the way through and for them to marry in that gravy. After 30 minutes, our meatballs and gravy is finally done. And lastly, we will add some fresh green onions and parsley, and that's it. Super simple and easy to make this, and it is so delicious, guys. Now let's fix us a plate. So today I'll be enjoying my meatballs and gravy with some fried ripe plantains, split peas rice, and a fresh salad. You know, I like to have a balanced diet with my vegetables, carbs, and protein. If you guys notice, I always have my veggies on my plate and I like to balance everything. So this is it. It's absolutely delicious. I hope you guys give the recipe a try. And if you enjoy my video, please give it a thumbs up, share it, leave a comment down below. And don't forget, guys, hit the subscribe button for me. I will be leaving all my ingredients and measurements down in the description box. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a good day and enjoy.